Well, hello there. Welcome to Toning Up on Keto Secrets from a Bikini Pro. Today, I'm here to share with you lies you have been told by the fitness industry, what the fitness industry doesn't want you to know about how to get and keep your dream body. Everything you've been told about nutrition and fitness, for women in particular, is wrong, and what you should be doing instead to get the body that you'll be proud of. Join me for secrets from a ketogenic pro bikini model and athlete, the 5 reasons you're not getting results, and what to do to change that today. So, if you are new to me, hi, I'm Coach Nat, and I am on a mission to raise the standard of health and fitness for women and to empower women to become the CEO of their bodies. I am a certified health and fitness and life coach, personal trainer, and nutritional therapy practitioner specializing in low carb and ketogenic nutrition for body transformation with a focus on emotional eating, sugar addiction, and behavior change. I transformed my own health over 10 years ago by adopting a low carb paleo and then ketogenic diet. And then I went on to build the body of my dreams, becoming a WBFF pro diva at 36 years old. Just last weekend, I got off stage in Atlantic City and placed top 5 in the nation in Miss Diva Wellness USA. And I'll be going on to compete for a national title in 2023 after my 40th birthday. So, ladies, it's never too late to pursue what you could have become. I'm originally from Boston, Massachusetts. I'm Georgia bred, and I now reside in the Washington, D.C., Baltimore area with the love of my life, who is also a keto fitness coach. I'm a foodie, a self-love and self-care advocate, ancestral health enthusiast, former dancer, turned bodybuilder, and an eating disorder survivor and worrier. My most active social media where you can find me is my IG at the Keto Bikini Pro. But let me get one thing clear. I am not your typical Instagram model and influencer selling weight loss teas and waist trainers and magic diet pills. I am a regular woman just like you who became fed up with the way I was living and one day decided to do something about it. For me, it was fueled by heartbreak, getting over a broken heart, and a host of chronic health conditions I should not have been dealing with in my mid-20s. I healed all of it without medical intervention, got off all of my pharmaceuticals after I ended a toxic relationship and went on a journey of self-discovery and self-healing, mind, body, and spirit. After 5 years of competitive bodybuilding, going pro, getting multiple nutrition, fitness, and life coaching credentials, leading group programs, working with private clients, I left my 9 to 5 just as the pandemic hit in 2020 and ended up in a year-long battle with depression and bulimia. I took a whole year off to recover. I worked with functional medicine doctors, therapists. I did a lot of deep personal growth, and I emerged stronger and more resilient than ever and a much better coach. So I share all of this so that you know that my own path has not been linear or easy by any means. I have been overweight, I have been underweight, and I've been perfectly fit on the outside while battling demons on the inside. I have been there and I understand the struggles intimately as both a practitioner and a client. My story illustrates that we are all susceptible to setbacks, but we are also capable of overcoming them. My greatest passion and mission in life is to help as many women as possible transform their bodies through real food, weight training, mental and emotional development, and sustainable lifestyle changes so they can live in the bodies and lives they love for life. So I'm here to be your biggest cheerleader, advocate, mentor, and guide, and I'm here to challenge you and push you to overcome every obstacle in your way because I know you are capable. Now, with that being said, let's get into these lies you've been told by the fitness industry, and then we'll get into the 5 things you are likely doing wrong and what you can do to change it to get the results that you want. So, just a few of the things that you may have heard along your journey. Women shouldn't lift heavy. Women shouldn't train like men. Exercise is different for women. Women should be doing cardio or high intensity exercise classes, circuit training, light weights and high reps for fat loss, using booty bands and waist trainers and at home body weight workouts, taking it easy, doing yoga and going for long walks. Ladies, if this is you, I'm here to kill the confusion. Doing those things can help you get healthier if you have been sedentary. Sure, taking walks, doing some yoga, taking an exercise class, if that's where you feel most comfortable and you haven't been doing anything, it's a step in the right direction. But if you want to truly transform your body, you have to do things differently. And I'm going to get into that in just a minute. So don't believe the hype if you have heard any of that. Now, on the nutrition side of things, we have been told don't eat red meat. Women should eat salads and eat low fat ever since the 70s. Eat low fat. Watch your calories, skipping meals, skipping breakfast. You should fast. Oh, but women need to fast differently than men. We should be eating less calories overall. Oh, ever heard of the 1200 calorie diet? The chicken and broccoli diet? Smoothie bowls and juice cleanses and greens powders. Oh my. The biggest problem and the biggest myth and the biggest thing that I see women doing wrong is not eating enough protein. We're going to get to that in a minute. But this low protein, and even now, this big fad in the keto space, in the keto and carnivore space, 80-20, 80% of your calories should be coming from fat and 20 should be coming from protein. This is a therapeutic, high fat, low protein diet, and it is not the way to get the body results, the changes in your body that you really want. That tight, toned, fit look that you see the Instagram models having, that does not happen from a 80-20 high fat, low protein diet. On the other side of the things with nutrition, in the fitness industry in particular, we're always hearing you can't build muscle without carbs. Carbs are the preferred fuel source for the body. Eat everything in moderation. You shouldn't restrict yourself from food groups. Have you heard any of these? I know I did for many, many years. And then how about the IIFYM group? Otherwise known as if it fits your macros. Glorifying sweets. Competitors getting off stage. I saw this just last weekend at the show. Pizza, ice cream, donuts, crumble cookies, all around backstage. And the competitors sharing in their crowns and their sashes and their gowns and their bikinis, eating donuts and eating pizza and eating all of these things. There is a terribly pervasive concept out there that in the fitness industry, you work for your carbs or you earn your carbs or it's doing nothing but creating a poor relationship with food. So don't believe the hype that you need carbs for muscle. I built all my muscle on a ketogenic diet. 7 years now. Okay, let's get into some of the things that I mainly see women doing wrong. Beyond the things we've already talked about, although I'm going to get into the details and what you can do differently in just a minute. Sacrificing sleep for exercise. Doing these 3 and 4 a.m. wake ups and getting exercise in, but you didn't get enough sleep that night. You didn't go to sleep early enough in the evening, and you didn't get enough sleep. You're waking up exhausted and you're forcing yourself to do your workout at 3 o'clock in the morning because it's the only time you have. Thinking more is always better. Higher intensity, no days off, extra cardio to burn extra calories. Fear of getting bulky so you don't lift weights, opting for cardio or classes instead of lifting weights, instead of doing something that's making your body adapt. Relying on wearables to check your calorie count. Leaning on things like this to tell you this is how many calories I burned today. This is how much I get to eat because this is what I burned. Letting this tell you instead of knowing for yourself what's making the difference. And then relying on these step goals. You won't go to sleep at night if you don't get your steps in and you're running around in your living room. How many of you have done that? Oh, this next one. caffeine and fat burners. Taking these supplements, thinking that these supplements are going to be the answer to all of your problems. And then on the flip side of that, it's the not doing enough. It's everybody telling you, oh, if you're in perimenopause, oh, you shouldn't do anything strenuous. So you just need to rest and take walks and do yoga. Give yourself grace. Yes, we need to have some grace with the grind, but if you're giving yourself more grace than discipline, then that may be the reason why you're held back. And then finally, the last few things, forever in a fat loss phase. You've been in a fat loss phase your entire life. You've never focused on growth. You've never focused on being at a maintenance phase. You've never taken a diet break. You've just always been on a diet. You have unrealistic expectations. You're expecting quick weight loss results, and you're so focused on that scale that you don't even realize that you're giving up precious muscle mass. You're burning through your muscle, and you think you're doing a good thing because you see the scale number going down. So focusing on weight loss instead of fat loss, huge mistake. Finally, not recognizing how long it takes to make real progress and actually change your body's shape instead of gaining and losing the same 20 pounds every year. And then finally, changing the plan too frequently, not giving things time to work, deciding too soon that it's not working for you, and moving on to the next thing. Oh, and I have two more. Not tracking or not tracking accurately what you're consuming, how much activity you're doing, not tracking the right things, and ultimately not taking ownership over your journey and your results. So let me teach you how you can become the CEO of your body, take ownership over your journey and your results, and flip all of this around so that you're doing it the right way to shed the body fat, put on some pretty curves in all the right places. That comes from muscle. That the booties you're seeing on Instagram comes from muscle, not from fat. So here we go. Simple things to remember. I'm going to give you 5 things you're likely doing wrong that if you shift it and you do it right, it will make all the difference for you. Yep, 5 things. Okay, here's how you can remember the 5 things. 1, lift. 2, eat. 3, sleep. 4, repeat. And number 5, assess and evaluate. 8, blah, blah, blah. Lift, eat, sleep, repeat, assess. Lift, eat, sleep, repeat, assess. Let's go through them. Lift. Lift heavy things. Number 1, if you take nothing else away from this, please, my ladies, put down the 2-pound dumbbells and stop jumping around doing your at-home videos or Zumba class, and pick up heavy things and put them down again, and pick them up again and put them down again. The key to changing your actual body shape is weight training, or otherwise known as resistance training. You don't have to be going for powerlifting, Olympic lifting, strongman competition kind of stuff, but you need to do something that is challenging your body to grow. And that doesn't happen when you're doing the same workouts again and again and again. If you've been doing 3 sets of 10 forever, you're not asking your body to make any changes. So when we say we want to be toned, what that actually means, if you're a lady who is afraid of getting bulky, it is the fat that makes you bulky, not the muscle. So being toned is actually from building muscle and losing body fat. When you have both of those things, then you have a shapely, toned, fit look. It doesn't come from fat loss alone. So to build muscle, we actually have to do something called progressive overload. It means each time you're going into the gym, week after week, month after month, you're doing more than you were capable of doing before. That may be adding an extra rep or 2. That may mean putting more weight on the bar or picking up more weight. You can do this even with resistance bands. So you can start with body weight. You can go to resistance bands. You can then go to dumbbells. You can go to barbells. You can go to the gym and use the machines. But it's not going to be by doing the same movements and the same workout program again and again, month after month. It's got to change, and it's got to be progressive. Ideally, you're on a progressive program over time designed for you to get to the results that you're looking for. Please stop jumping around, start lifting. Number 2, eat. You must eat enough for your body to do what you're asking it to do. You need to give it the materials to build muscle and not so much fuel in the form of fats and or carbs and or both that your body stores them as body fat. So the number one thing I would say, not just eat, but eat meat. And not just meat, but red meat. Stop fearing red meat. It is the most nutrient dense food you can consume. And the nutrients in red meat in general, animal products in general, but particularly red meat, are highly bioavailable, meaning your body can receive the nutrients it needs from those foods more easily and more quickly. They're more accessible to the body. So eat your red meat, ladies. I'm giving you permission. I have nothing but lamb and beef in my fridge right now, some bacon, lots of red meat. All right, so if you need a recommendation for that, start with, if you're tracking macros, at least 1 gram per pound of lean body mass on your body. If you're not sure what your lean body mass is, I would highly recommend getting your body composition tested, but start with your goal weight. Whatever your goal weight is, say that's how many grams of protein I'm going to eat per day. And then for your fats, you want to eat enough for fuel, but not too much. It will be stored as body fat. So stop eating sticks of butter and focus on whole animal-based foods with the protein, where the fat comes with the protein. And don't be adding a whole lot of extra fat to your meals. That is a simple suggestion to get you moving in the right direction. Finally, in the way of eating, nutrition, count total carbs. Stop counting net carbs. Don't be fooled by sneaky marketing on labels on products adding fiber so they can call it zero carb bread. There is no such thing. Count all your carbs and be aware of everything you're putting in your body. So that's number 2. Number 3, sleep. Recovery is key. In order for your body to release fat from its body stores, from its fat stores, and to build muscle, it must rest, recover, and repair. Muscle breakdown happens in the gym, but growth happens during recovery. So if you're not sleeping, if you're not recovering, if you're not taking a rest day, if you're one of my cardio ladies who is always doing classes 7 days a week or running long distances, just doing a ton of burnout kind of exercise all week long and not giving yourself a rest, at least take 1 rest day a week. 2 is even better. And then focus on getting your adequate sleep and incorporating stress management practices into your life. This can be breathing techniques, prayer, meditation, just quiet time with yourself daily. Incredibly key. Finally, number 4, repeat. Consistency is everything. If you don't work for it, you're not going to get it. It's not going to work for you. So 1 week of going hard followed by 4 weeks of grace ain't going to cut it. Consistency is key here. I got the majority of my results after 3 to 4 years of consistent lifting. It didn't happen in the first year. Sure, I got some great body fat loss, and I'm sure I moved the needle in the right direction with muscle mass gain, but it takes a lot longer to build muscle than it does to lose body fat. So if you're not lifting, start today. Yesterday was better, today is the next best. Start now. And focus on lifelong transformation. Start playing the long game. All right, number 5 is the last one, is assess. So take a step back, evaluate and revise the plan if necessary. So how to properly assess your progress is to track your inputs and your outputs. Track your macros. Do food logs, use apps like Chronometer. Chronometer is my personal favorite. It has the most accurate database out there of foods, so you know you can trust what's in them. You can even track your micronutrients. Take progress pictures regularly. Take your measurements. Do daily weigh-ins so you can get desensitized to the number on the scale and stop seeking weight loss over fat loss. I very much highly recommend getting body composition testing done. pretty regularly. If you can't get out and get a DEXA, get an in-body at-home scale or a cheap digital one, as long as it gives you some idea of your body fat percentage and your skeletal muscle mass. It's better than just weight. You want more data points. And thinking about all of this as data points, it's just information. It doesn't mean anything about you. So take the emotion out of it and just track. And then finally, get an objective professional opinion. If you are struggling to look at yourself, look at your body, look at your results objectively, and you are just way too emotional to be able to make decisions about how to move forward, it would really be beneficial for you to get a coach to help you with that. That is exactly what I do with my one-on-one clients. I am right there to talk them off the ledge. If coaching is too expensive for you right now, join a community, get feedback from loved ones, or learn to self-assess more objectively. And I have something for you. I have a free group on Facebook, Keto Bikini Secrets. You can come join our tribe. I help out and provide as much free information as I can and guidance and support in that group. But I'll do you one better. I want you to become the CEO of your body and your journey. So I have a free tool I'm offering through this summit, and it is called the Self-Assessment Journal. It is the Keto Bikini Body Level Up Self-Assessment Journal. So you can take the exact weekly assessments I do with my one-on-one clients, and you can use them yourself to take yourself to the next level with your results. So many of my clients have cited that the weekly check-ins with me are the greatest contributor to their progress. And they've gained so much personal insight and growth just from filling out the questionnaire, even before receiving feedback from me. So I've created a journal that's like a Coach Nat in your pocket. It's a free resource for you to track and assess your progress objectively and reflect over your weekly wins, your challenges, your biofeedback, and create a plan of action to move yourself forward week after week. You can download your free KBB Level Up Journey for free here in the summit. And if there's any way that I can support you along your journey further, I would love to see you in my tribe on Facebook or come holler at me on Instagram and let's be friends. All right, ladies, that's all I have for you today. Keep calm and keto on.